G'day guys, and welcome back today to another Realmworks video. Today we're going to be looking at something pretty exciting. They've released secure content, and with the secure content they released the web store that they're going to be basically selling the web content on, aka technically I assume what is going to be the content market, except right now it's just got no content for sale. But let's jump over and have a look and let's see what all the fuss is about. Alright, so in front of me you can see the brand new sales.lonewolfdevel.com store. This is the web store where obviously they're going to be selling content in the near future. And we suspect it's going to be in the very near future, or at least that's the indication we're getting out of Lone Wolf at this stage. You can see here that I'm not actually logged in at the moment. There's a big more options coming soon. And basically we can see here Realmworks and downloads from there. So let's just quickly talk about what this is. This is obviously going to be the web store they're going to do it. From what we've heard, a lot of the delays they've experienced this year have been largely around the fact that they needed to be able to deliver secure content. Read between the lines, it sounds like we've had some third-party content owners who have come in and said, look, we need to see how you're going to make our content secure so that people can't pirate it, people can't share it, all that sort of loveliness. And they've gone away and they've developed it, and I assume there's been some going back and forth, and I assume from the amount of time that's gone by that it's not been something that was easy for them to make as they thought it was going to be. But the result is here. We now have the ability to use secure content, and we've been given a free pack, the Streets of Zobek, which is secured, for us to test with and for us to have a play with. So let's jump in and have a bit of a look and see what this website's got to offer. At this stage, we can see obviously Realmworks. We can click on that, keeping in mind that I'm not logged in at this stage. And you can see here, if you hadn't bought Realmworks, you could come here and you could actually buy a copy of Realmworks. You could add it to your cart. Alright, works just like you would expect a web store to do. So I might come along here and add 5 user packs and that. I can click here, I can go through and, oh, it's even got a currency converter. As an Australian, I really appreciate that. We'll go from United States to Australia dollars. There it is. There we go. So I'll be looking at $101 AUD. I really quite like that. I think that gives a bit of thought to the fact they've got an international customer base. We can then go through to the checkout. All right, and as you'd expect, you're going to go through here pretty much like anything you would do on anything you would buy on the internet. You're going to go through the similar process, review your order, and finish your order. I'm not going to do it. I'm not overly keen on sharing my credit card details with you guys. So we'll jump back to the store and have a bit more of a look. There's a download section here, and we can click that. Now this is where it's saying we need to log in. All right, it's going to clear my cart. That's fine. I'm going to log in. And we'll see here that we've actually got some downloads that are available. There's a section here on learn about joining files, download limits, and file passwords. So we'll start with that. And if you have a bit of a read here, it kind of explains the difference in what I was saying before between a password protected file and an actual secure file. So you can see here there is 2 distinct differences. This icon indicates the file is protected by a password. Alright, we can see here, there's the icon, there's the password. So when you download it, you're going to need to use the password to install it. Now obviously from a piracy protection point of view, that's pretty weak. Alright, I mean, the password's free. But outside of that, obviously, someone could just share the password and off they go. So I don't imagine that's going to be used much by official third-party content owners. They're going to want to use this one here. And this is secure content. So this icon indicates that the file is secured and restricted to your account. It can only be imported into your account. So if I download this, Streets of Zobek, which you can see I've already done down here, I can only basically install that myself. I can't go and give that to the other people around my table and say, here, install this into your Realmworks. They're going to need to purchase their own, which I completely understand. I mean, this is the day of digital piracy is obviously quite extreme. This is how basically content owners are going to make sure that they're actually confident in the system, and that this will make them actually want to sell more content on the system. Downloading is quite simple. You basically come along here and click generate. Now when you click that generate, my understanding is somewhere in the background they're stamping that file and they're saying this belongs to Josh. He's the only one who can use this. Then click download. It starts downloading, And you'll see here that, you know, I might be a bit impatient and I'll click generate and download it again, but I can't. They have put a limit on the server of 1 download at a time, and the reasoning for that, they go through a bit here. It seems to be because the way they're stamping the file, it's only possible to do it once at a time, and this is the way they've decided to do it. So they've got that limit that you can only download 1 file at a time. Not so much of an issue. I think that's more than acceptable. All right, once you've got it downloaded, obviously we're going to go to Realmworks. Now, I'm not going to go through the test now, but I just wanted to sort of show you guys this. Before this video, I actually installed the Streets of Zoback. I thought I'd be cheeky and I'd try and break it. So I made an export of all the content that came with Streets of Zoback, and then I tried to import it into this fresh realm. And you can see the import looks like it worked at the level if you go through here. But you'll notice that all of the content is missing. Alright, there's nothing there. Alright, so it's worked. It's allowed you to do an export, but it's not brought the content with it. We'll talk a bit about that in a minute, but let's go in and have a bit of a look. We'll go import. We'll go downloads. Download it a few times, and then we'll import it. Alright, so it's exactly the same import process as anything else. For those of us who have been playing around with import-export for a few months now, it's exactly the same. I have seen a few people saying that they're not sure how to do it. They've been at the login screen, I assume, or the screen where you pick which realm to open up. You do need to create a realm, go into the realm, and import the content into the realm. Alright, that's how it works. Whether that changes in the future, who knows, but that's the way it is for now. So we'll just wait for this to install. Obviously I could have done this on a fresh realm. I'm just doing it on a realm that I had open for the sake of doing it on one that I had open. And hopefully when this completes, we should be able to go back in and see all of the content is now there. Fingers crossed anyway. Okay, so the import has completed, which is fantastic. You can see here there is a notification that's come up. And I just wanted to talk about this quickly because I've seen a few people actually going to the forums and reporting these as errors. Just because you get this message pop up doesn't mean it's an error. What I'm actually doing here is I've imported Pathfinder content into a 5th edition D&D realm. So all of the category types aren't actually available in this realm type because obviously I'm playing 5th edition, not Pathfinder. So it's gone through and added those in. This notification is an error. It's saying that it's done that. Alright, so always have a read here before you run off and log a report because, you know, it might not be an error. Alright, so we'll get through that. And here we go. Boom, we have content. We have a get starting now picture, which is fantastic. Alright, and as you can see, all of the content that was previously empty is now working. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Streets of Zoback is all there, ready to play with. The content import worked fine. The secure content obviously stops me from sharing this file, which is, you know, the intention of what we wanted to be able to achieve. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about why Realmworks is going to be so powerful. Alright, because yes, there's going to be people who come along and go, oh, I can't export secured content. That sucks. But what can I do? So if we come in here and we have a look, you can actually do some cool stuff. Being Realmworks, we can come in here during our prep and go, alright, I can't do that, but I want to make this bit more my own. So we'll go to D&D Thief. So I'm just going to YouTube, going to Google on another picture, grabbing a picture, and I'll copy that in. And there we go. Now, I think that's really cool. Alright, I've been looking at D&D Beyond, for example. It does official books, which is fantastic. You can't do what I just did. Alright, the books they're locked. They look like a book. They're you know, the digital versions of the book, fantastic. But you can't make modifications to it. And that's where Realmworks is going to be super powerful. Now, Realmworks is going to take this even further, all right? Because what I can do now is I can export this article here, all right? And as you saw before, because it's secured content, everything's going to drop out except my changes, all right? So this guy will actually export. And when I come along and do an import down the line over this content again, I can actually basically make it so I can update it once here and then import that into another realm. Now, you might be asking why that would be useful. Think about the D&D 5th edition SRD. All right, when that comes out, there's not going to be any pictures. All right, absolutely guaranteed no pictures, because pictures are not included in the SRD. But people are going to want to actually come along and do that. So what you can do is come along, import the SRD into a realm, go through and add a picture to every monster, do an export of the entire pack, all right, and then the next time you need to go into start a new realm, you import the SRD, then you import your SRD changes over the top of it, and boom, all your monsters suddenly have pictures again. So even though Realmworks have obviously had to lock down content in a way that, you know, you can't share it, the tool is powerful enough that it's going to allow us to still have a very high level of customization to our RPGs and to our realms. And I think that's very powerful. And if we look at the other products that are out there on the market, I think these guys are doing an absolute smashing job of doing something that no one else is doing. I don't know another product that allows you to come along and import content and make changes to it and take elements of it and move it around and import things from here and import things from there and put it all together into a unique product. I think they're onto something pretty cool here. All right, so that's secure content. That's the nuts and bolts of it. As you can see, it's a pretty simple concept. I think they have made an absolutely lovely website. I think it looks quite lovely. I just really want to see what's under this button. So Lone Wolf, if you could just unlock that for me, that would be great. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. If you are new to these videos, please do subscribe. And thanks to all of my subscribers. You've just paid for Bones 4 for me, so thanks very much. Anyway, guys, have a great day. I'll see you on the forums.